Abilities are something that are heavily debated in the Madden community. Do they really work? What do they do? Are they worth using? With this being said, I'm starting a brand new series here on the channel where I will be doing deep dives into these abilities. For the first episode today, we are breaking down the protected ability. In today's video, we will answer these important questions. First of all, what is protected? Does it work? How much of a difference does it actually make? And is it worth spending your AP on? That's probably the most important one. So what is the protected ability? In game, it reads stronger pass blocking from all offensive linemen. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You put this ability on and boom, better blocking for your offensive linemen. And in a game like Madden 23, where the pass rush is super good, having this ability sounds great. So protected is an ability that has been in MUT ever since abilities have been introduced, and it's always been heavily debated, even sometimes memed. Is it worth running? Does it even work? So to really find out, I called up my numbers guy to help crunch the numbers. So what we did is we took two QBs into practice mode, one with protected, Kirk Cousins, and one without protected, Kellen Mond. And so we have consistency from rep to rep, from snap to snap, no movement in the pocket, and also no blocking adjustments. And obviously blocking adjustments and QB movement can improve or actually hurt the time in the pocket. So with this setup, we ran 100 snaps with Kirk Cousins and Kellen Mond against 4-man pressure, 5-man pressure, 6-man pressure, and 6-man pressure with a running back blocking. And here are the results. Against 4-man pressure, the protected quarterback had on average 4.5 seconds to throw, and the non-protected QB had on average 3.9 seconds to throw. So that means the protected quarterback had a 14% increase against 4-man pressure, which really might not sound like a lot, only a 14% increase, but I feel like these numbers put it in perspective a lot better. So against the standard 4-man pressure, the protected quarterback had over 4 seconds to throw 67 times compared to just 25 times that the non-protected quarterback had to throw. And that's not it. Kirk Cousins, our protected quarterback, had over 5 seconds to throw 24 times compared to just Kellen Mond's 4 times with over 5 seconds to throw. Real quick, I just want to take a second to ask you to subscribe. I post daily Madden 23 Ultimate Team content, from gameplays to tier lists to now videos just like this. And we are on the long road to 50,000 subscribers, and I do need your guys' help, obviously, to reach that goal. And actually, 52% of you guys who watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel, so most likely you right now watching this are not subscribed. Regardless, I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you do enjoy the rest of the video. So now let's get into our 5-man pressures. The protected QB had on average 4.19 seconds to throw compared to the non-protected QB, who had on average 3.68 seconds to throw, which again is a pretty consistent 13% increase compared to the 14% that we had against 4-man pressure. And here Kirk had over 4 seconds to throw 56 times compared to Kellen Mond's 14, and had over 5 seconds to throw 5 times compared to just Kellen Mond's 1 time. So now running on to our 6-man pressure with no extra blocker. And keep in mind, as you guys can see from these clips, I was running 5 wide with no tight end on the line of scrimmage, so it is really just 5v6, which means the defense literally has a free runner at the quarterback every single time. And here the protected quarterback had on average 2.48 seconds to throw compared to the unprotected quarterback that had 2.28 seconds to throw. So here protected only did give an 8% increase. And this was kind of what I expected, because protected can't boost the blocking of an offensive lineman that doesn't exist. So yeah, free pressure every single time for the defense. So these numbers do make sense to me. So initially I wasn't even going to run this test. I ran the 4-man, I ran the 5-man, I ran the 6-man, and I felt like the 6-man didn't make much sense because there was just a free runner every single time. So what I did is I added in a running back, but kept the tight end off the line of scrimmage, so even his route doesn't bump like an edge rusher, for example. And the results here stayed very consistent. Kirk Cousins had on average 3.71 seconds to throw, and Kellen Mond had on average 3.28 seconds to throw. So once again, we had a consistent 13% increase. It does feel like when you match up or have more blockers than what they're sending, it's about a 13 to 14% increase. And here Kirk Cousins had 33 reps over 4 seconds compared to Kellen Mond with just 13. So a quick observation I had while running this test was that the ability does say stronger pass blocking for all offensive linemen, but with the protected quarterback in, I noticed the running block had a lot more consistent chop blocks against the free runner, which it could just be placebo. I don't really know, but I felt like it was a lot more consistent and the free runner fell down a lot more. It was kind of like a different animation. So to sum up these pass rush tests, yes, protected definitely does work. Like I said, when you block at least as many as are blitzing, there's about a 13% increase here. So the final question we have to answer is it worth it to spend your AP on Protected? So before being inspired to make this video or even run these tests, I was using Protected in MUT. So I do have a pretty good feel as to how this ability plays, not only in practice mode obviously, but also in online play against another person. So to answer this question, for under 2 AP, I do think Protected is worth running. And right now, only the field general archetype of quarterbacks are going to get this for 2 AP. There is Steve McNair who does get it for 1, but he's by himself while I'm recording this. And obviously down the road, EA could drop, I mean, they are going to drop some more discounted protected QBs, 0 AP, which is just terrifying to think about, and probably more 1 AP guys as well. And on a field general quarterback running Protected in the 3rd slot, you are still able to potentially take advantage of 2 discounted ability slots. Recently, they've been giving this like special 5th ability slot and then like more discounted abilities. So if you're running a field general quarterback over a 92 overall, you are able to run that protected ability as well as running the discounted abilities that EA gives the card. So like I said at the beginning of the video, Madden 23 is a super pass rush heavy Madden, and you can literally send 4 and still get some pretty decent pressure to the point where you really can't let deep routes develop. And with Protected, I've noticed a lot more consistency. It doesn't completely eliminate it. It still does happen, but a lot more consistency in your pass blocking, allowing those deep routes to get open, which for me somewhat did open up the playbook a little bit and allowed me to kind of get back into, you know, my cover 3 beaters, my cover 2 beaters. These routes that kind of take some more time to develop can now develop a lot more consistently because I have more time in the pocket. So yeah, Protected so far does sound great, but there's one more thing that I have to mention about this ability, and that is the fact that Protected does absolutely nothing against edge threats, which could be a big deal for some of you guys, and for others, if you have Andrew Thomas and Tristan Wirfs, you're gonna be fine. They're going to be countering those edge threats, and then you're just going to be sitting in there with just a ton of time. And this also does apply for double or nothings as well, I've noticed. So if someone is running double or nothing in the interior, you are going to want to double team the defensive tackle, or if they have an end with an outside linebacker kind of stacked, you are going to want to make sure that you're at least double teaming double or nothings, because they do still fire. Really any defensive ability or defensive pass rush ability that causes some glitchy shed animations, you are going to want to try to address that. So my tip is at least running 1 edge protector, because you can kind of move him around depending on where the edge threat is. But that's kind of my tip. And obviously right now in MUT, there's Tristan Wirfs and there's Andrew Thomas, 2 affordable 1 AP edge protectors. And if you're watching this a month from now, a week from now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more 1 AP, if not 0 AP edge protectors coming into MUT in the coming months, just based on content drops and kind of what they've been doing so far. So yeah, that is going to do it. Drop a comment down below. Did any of these numbers surprise you? Are you going to be trying out the Protected ability? And of course, what ability do you guys want to see next for these ability breakdown videos? Let me know down in the comment section. Hit that like button if you did enjoy today's video. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.